Hi everyone, how are we doing this evening? How is everybody doing? I don't know what things are like your way, but it's definitely a little white here with a little bit of snow that we have on the ground. Hopefully tonight's episode we won't have any, I guess you could say, glitches in it like we had in the one that was on last night, and I apologize. I do know that that video is up, or that episode is up, so you guys can watch it. So let's quickly thank you guys so much for watching tonight. I'm so glad that you guys are here, and I get to continue on because now today we are in day 9 of the 12 days of research giveaway, and I am so excited to be able to talk to you again about another awesome company and a lady who owns this company and a product that she is sponsoring this episode with. So for those of you who are not aware of this, that after this video is all over, this episode is all over, down below are the links for you to click to register for what I'm going to talk about. Hi Melanie, how are you doing? I'm glad that you're here with us again this evening. So you guys, let's go on ahead and get started because there's quite a bit that I want to talk to you about this company tonight. So let's get started. The name of the company is the Family History Hound, and the reason it's called the Family History Hound is because of Ellen Thompson-Jennings, who is the owner of the company. And in reading her bio and having some conversation back and forth with her, I can understand why Hound is attached to it. The name of her shop that she has also is called Shop the Hound, and that's because she is one of these ladies who is, she no matter what, she'll put her nose to the ground, search to find that information, to get you the information that you need when you're getting when you hire her to do your genealogy research, or whether you have hired her to help you with your DNA results. So she is she's also known as the innovator in, sorry, I thought I heard somebody coming down the stairs. No, it's not Santa Claus. She's also known as the genealogical innovator. So she has this company, and she offers through her store. She's really focused on trying to help those who are doing their genealogy research, their family history, in preserving things such as photographs. And that's one of those things that she's really passionate about, and that's why, again, that's why she has the store, Shop the Hound. Her whole purpose of the store is to bring some of these neat tools to be able to help you, individuals like yourself, myself, all of us, to preserve the photographs that we have of our family members or of our ancestors, or to help others, teach them how to preserve their photographs that they have. So everything she has in that store is geared towards helping you save and save these treasured items that you have. So one of the items that she has that I'm going to be talking about tonight that she has for this episode that she's sponsoring in this giveaway is this product here. It's called the Z-Can Plus. Okay, it's a scanning mouse, and this is yours. Whoever the winner is, this is the one that you will be receiving. I'm trying to get it to where the glare doesn't blind you guys, because it looks like when I hold it just right, the light can get it and it can be blinding. Don't want to blind you. So I'll get to talking about that here in a little bit. I want to go back and talk a little bit more about Ellen and the shop that she has, and another thing that is very close to her heart, something that she's pretty passionate about. And if you'll know that when you go visit her website, which, by the way, down below, just like always, I have the links down below for you guys, so you can click on the links and go over and visit her site. Now, when you go over, you can go over and visit the Family History Hound page site that she has, and on there you'll also see where you can click on the link to the Shop the Hound, or you can click the link below that I have that goes directly to Shop the Hound, her store. One of the other passionate things that she really works hard at trying to give back to those within the genealogy community is in reference to DNA. she wants to be able to give back to the community by, offering free DNA kits, books on doing your DNA and reading your DNA. There's classes for the DNA that she gives. She has a consultation that she gives away for free, and she even has quick guides that you can look at. Now, though all of that, the DNA kits and things of that sort, the DNA kits are all focused. How do I word this? I probably should point out, she does not live here in the United States. She lives in Canada. And so the kits that she gives to the genealogy community, those are mainly go around within Canada. And the reason why is because of, you guys can imagine, where the different, sending them, I guess, through the mail and the contracts that she has with the different companies that she has the DNA test through, that she's able to donate. But with that being said, you here in the United States, you can still get the opportunity to get some of the DNA books, some of the consultations that she gives, some of the courses, and you're able to do that by enrolling in her newsletter and enrolling on her blog and Facebook and getting updates. And she does giveaways every so often, and she announces them through those different media outlets. So you'll want to make sure that you go over there, visit her page, sign up for everything that she has to where you can get all of the alerts from her, so you know when she's going to be doing this. So Melanie is asking me real quick. Melanie, I will get to talk this about. Melanie was just asking me now, can it scan handwriting? Yes, it's going to be able to scan handwriting, and I'll go over that with you. It can scan it, and it's going to go directly to your computer, and you can save it in different formats. There's all sorts of different formats that you can save it in. You can, oh, I grabbed the wrong mouse because I have it sitting down here next to me, and I went to go pull the wrong one. You're going to be able to save it directly into Word, Excel. You can save things into JPEG. When you use the scanner, you're going to be able to scan anything that you can imagine, anything that you can scan that you can lay on your desk or lay on your table, wherever you have your computer set up. And you're going to be able to scan it, and you're going to see it actually appear on your screen in front of you. So you're going to see how clear it is that what you're scanning. And then at that time, after it's on your screen, then you're going to go over to the side of your screen, and you can click the OK button to save it. And then you have that option of what format you want to save it in. Also, when you're scanning it, you're going to be able to go in and you can do some cropping. You can add color to it. You can, there's a lot of different things that you're going to be able to play with when you do it on your, when you're using it. One of the nice things is when you do scan it, you're going to just run it back and forth over whatever it is that you're wishing to scan, and you're, like I said, you're going to see it appear on your screen. And when it first appears on the screen, it kind of looks like if you take a highlighter and you're rubbing a highlighter, just doodling, just zigzags back and forth is how it appears. And then all of a sudden, like that, it appears already cropped, centered, and ready for you. So it's a really quick response when it does. Yes, it does scan the handwriting. The one thing that I know has attracted a lot of attention with this is when I was talking about, and I've heard others talk about, that it will also translate. And I'm not kidding. It will translate up to 64 different languages. Now, the one thing to know is this is where the handwriting, it will not come into play. You're not going to be able to use this to scan handwriting and have it translate for you. It's only going to be able to scan text, type text, and then translate it for you with the aid, working with Google I can't even think of it right now, Google Translate. So I'll go over that even more with you guys here. I wanted to go back and talk about, if it's okay just for a quick second, Melanie, I hope that answers your question in reference to the handwriting. I don't know if you were asking if it scans handwriting and then translates it, or if it will just scan handwriting and save it for you. Okay, so let me know if I answered that and if I answer that good enough for you, okay? If not, then I'll come back to it and try and see what other information I can give you on scanning the handwriting. But in reference to the DNA testing and things that she likes to, okay, great, Melanie, thank you. In reference to the DNA testing and her giving back to the genealogy community, that's part of the reason why she has Shop the Hound, because she takes a certain percentage of that revenue that comes in from Shop the Hound, and she gives it back to the genealogy community in assisting those who are doing the DNA work. And the name of the project, it's called the DNA Angel Project, is what she, the DNA Angel Projects is what she calls it. So you can find more information about this project that she does on her website. Like I said, the links are down below. Please make sure you go down there and visit her site to learn a little bit more about that project. And know that if you purchase something off of her page, out of her store, that you're giving back to the genealogy community and helping others to help others or to help themselves achieve their goals in reference to DNA research and all of the other areas in the DNA, like I said, the books, the guides. She also does a lot of traveling. She's an international speaker. Actually, I know for a fact right now she is actually in California right now at a conference. So she has a booth that tongue-tied, a booth that is set up at a lot of different conferences, and if you're lucky, you can walk around and you might get a chance to see her and say hello to her. For those of you who are going to be attending the Roots Tech Conference in Utah, I do believe she's going to be there, so you guys might have the opportunity to run into her there also, and maybe ask her some questions about her business that she has and the research that she does and her angel project that she does with the DNA program. All right, so now what do you say we go on ahead and get started with me explaining a little bit more about the ZCAN Plus. So I don't know how many of you have heard of it before. I heard of it, I guess it was a couple months ago that I heard about it, almost a year ago that I heard some researchers talking about it and how nice it is to have something like this that you can scan and it can go into an Excel spreadsheet, or you can scanning different documents. And when I say scanning different documents and translating them, remember, it will not translate handwriting, but it will translate the actual text of a document, a typed text. So let me show you what's going to come in your kit and show you what it looks like. Because, like I said, this one is yours for whoever it is that's going to win this. This is the product. This is the one that you will be receiving. Okay? So when you open your box, there are a few things you're going to find in it. One, you're going to find a disk inside that you upload to your computer, so that way all of the information, when you're using the scanner, you'll need this in there so that way it can communicate, just like any other program, just about any other program that you use on your computer that has something external that it talks to. You also have your guide on how to use it, and you have this here, which is really neat. This is a pad that you can, see, there's a little pad here, and this is a scanning pad. So for instance, if you have a photograph and you want to protect the front of the photograph, or if it slides around, you can place it underneath the flap here, and the mouse is going to scan over the top of it, and so it is scanned through, and it keeps it protected. And I like this little, it's a nice little scanning pad. And then here, of course, we have the scanner. And if you look, let me start by, here we go. I don't want to blind you guys again, sorry. The bottom of the mouse here, you can see right here, this is where it actually does the scanning at. Okay, this is the clear area where the scanning is going to take place. And over here, I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this without looking. From here to here, you can see where the lights are at that are on the bottom of the scanner. Okay? On the top of it, it works just like a typical scanner. So when you plug this into your computer to use it, you can leave this in your computer as hooked up to your computer through the USB cord. You can use it just as a normal, typical mouse. It's no different when you're using it for standard use on your computer. The difference comes into play when you're wanting to use it as your scanner, or you're scanning your documents, your photos, or whatever else it is that you're going to be scanning this with. On the top, it's really easy to use. Once it's plugged in, you will see this little orange here. This one's orange. I think there's some other colors when you go onto her site to take a look. I think there's a green one, and there might be a pink one or a blue one there. This is going to light up. There's a little light under here, so that way you know it's connected and it's on. And simply what you're going to do is when you have your whatever it is that you're scanning, you're going to lay this flat down on it, and you're going to just simply click this button. And then you just run it back and forth and you start your scanning. And then when you're done scanning, when you've scanned what it is you wanted to scan, you just click it again. It knows that it's stopped. It knows that you're finished scanning whatever it is you're wanting to scan, and that's when it will appear on your screen. Now, one thing to keep in mind is as you're starting to scan, there's only a certain amount of time and a certain amount of space that's going to be on the scan. That's going to be able to be scanned within that time. So in the top corner of your screen, you'll see a bar, and it's just kind of, think of it as a battery light bar that starts to let you know when the battery starts to go dead, or yeah, think about it as when the battery starts to go dead, and then you're going to see when you start to scan, it starts to fill up, and then when it gets over here to the side, it's done scan. It can't scan anymore, so you can stop scanning at that time, and then you know it will come up on the screen. It only has, I want to call it memory. I don't know if that's the correct terminology to use, but it has a certain amount of space, available space, to do the scan at that particular set time. Let me see, what else can I tell you about it? You, after you do that, after you scan it and then it appears on your screen, then, like I said, it will automatically crop it for you, which is really nice. You don't have to sit and finagle it around and try and get it to center and work the way that you want it to work. And then on the side, you can also, like I said, you can save it to a Word document. You can save it to an Excel spreadsheet. You can save it as a PDF. And there's also over on the side where you can hit text. And then this is when your translation is going to come into place, because you're going to hit, you can hit the text, and then you'll go up to the top, and there's an app button. And when you hit the apps, now remember, you're going to have all of this is going to appear on your computer thanks to the disk that's here. It has everything on here. This is the only thing you're going to have to add onto your computer. You don't have to go in and download any other software, okay? So when you click on the app button, you'll see up there where it is say Google, I think it says Google, or it just says Translate. You click on that, and all of a sudden Google Translate will appear on your screen. You then take that text, remember the little text down here at the bottom I told you where Excel is at, or Word. You click on the text and you drag it and drop it. When you drag it and drop it, you're going to see the text that you just scanned is going to appear in this little box. Now, when it's in that box, you have the option to decide, you pick what language that's in, what text that's in. So if it's in Spanish, you're going to click the Spanish option up above, and then you go over here to the other side and you click English. So you're taking it from Spanish to English. Now, if you read Spanish and you wanted to get it converted from English to Spanish, you can do that. There's, like I said, there are 64 different languages you can do the translation with. You can do it from, if you're scanning and you find out it's in Chinese and you need to read it in English, believe it or not, scan it, take it, the text, drop it over there in the Translate, and click Chinese, and make sure you have it clicked over in English here, and it will translate whatever it is that's written in that Chinese text. It will automatically translate over here into English for you. So it's really easy to use. I know it sounds like a lot of clicking going on. Once you see it actually in play and see how it works, and I believe on her site she has an area where you can actually go on and click and watch it. If not, I will see about making a video later and putting up a video on myself using it. it was kind of hard for me to figure out to do it and put it up on live. It wasn't coming out well. It wasn't coming out really clear. So I'll do that. I'll make sure if that's something you guys would be interested in, is seeing me actually use the ZCan Plus, then let me know and leave that in the comments down below, or comment over here right now live to me, so that way I know, and I'll put some kind of video together and make sure that I put it up here on my channel so you guys can actually see it and see how it works. Some of the other really interesting and helpful things that I don't know how many of you use Evernote or use Dropbox. That's another wonderful thing with this, is once you scan that and you've saved it in whatever format you want to save it in, you can go up to the little app button up at the top, and you can put it in Evernote. You can put it in Dropbox. You can also take what you scan and you can share it on social media. So yeah, you can scan something with your mouse, and if you are working on let's say you're working on a project for the family. Maybe you have a family reunion coming up and you're sitting here and you're wanting to see, wanting to share some photographs real quick and get some input from somebody. If this is something you want to include in this family reunion scrapbook you're putting together, you can take whatever it is you have scanned, you scan with your mouse, you can go up to the app button, click it, go into social media, and immediately send it over to a member of your family, or put it in Dropbox. If they have Dropbox, they can click it open, take a look, and see, and give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down, letting you know, yeah, no, let's not put that in there, or let's do that. Okay, Melanie, great, thank you. So there are actually a couple people that would like for me to make a video on using it, and I will do that. I have a couple people over here on Facebook that would like to see it also, see how it works, and I'd be more than happy to do that. If there are any additional things you're wanting to know about the Scan Mouse, go ahead and ask me right now, guys. If you guys have any more questions for me, I know I've been talking really fast because there's a lot that I wanted to share with you guys, not only about the ZCan Plus scanning mouse, but also about Ellen and Ellen Thompson-Jennings and her shop, and a little bit about her story and what she does in Canada, and how she comes down. She comes over here to the States and travels all international and gives all these wonderful presentations and talks about you know, the importance of preserving the family photographs. And she, like I said, her shop is focused on finding those tools to help you preserve those in ways that sometimes we might not think about. Okay, I have one of the questions over here on Facebook real quick here. The question is from Samantha. She wants to know if they have it in wireless form, and yes, they do. This one is one that has the cord to it. They do have it in wireless form, where it is. Yeah, it is a wireless one, because I saw it on there and we were having the discussion. I had the discussion about it. This one here that's in the draw, that's going to be in the giveaway for the winner that registers. This one is exactly like the one that I have. But yeah, she does have the wireless ones. So like I said, you can go over to her site and take a look. Down below are all of the links, and see the wireless scanners that she has. And Samantha wants to know if it's in all the wireless ones are in the same color. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think the wireless ones might. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if any of the black ones, like this one, were the wireless or not. I think the ones that were wireless were more of a neutral color. So yeah, check and see on the page. And Jason wants to know if the mouse pad comes with it. Yeah, the pad that I was showing you guys earlier, the mouse pad does come with the sorry, ZCan Plus. I just had a moment. It does come in here. It's actually inside of the box, so you guys can see it does fit inside. So it is in there, and it does come with the wireless ones also. So yes, definitely. Any more questions that you guys have right now? Please go on ahead and ask. We have a few more minutes here that I can answer some more questions. Okay, I have another one over here on the instant message on Spreadsheets. Yes. Okay. Oh, it does. Sorry. I get ready to answer without telling you guys what the question is. Carrie, is it Carrie? Carrie, I hope I'm saying that right. Carrie had a question in reference to, I was talking about using the Z-Scan to scan different things and put them in different formats, and one of them I mentioned was Excel. She was wanting to know if she scans a chart, if there's a chart, if that chart will copy if it will scan exactly as it appears, and if it will then go over to the Excel spreadsheet and look the same way. Will it match? And the answer to that is yes, because I actually have tried that out a couple times. I was actually trying it out last night to see, and it did. So I was able to scan an actual chart, chart that had like the title and some pages, and then it had links on there. It was just a basic, what would look like a basic Excel spreadsheet. I scanned it, and it appeared in the Excel spreadsheet exactly the same. So if you're talking about scanning charts like pie charts and graphs and things of that sort, yes, it's going to scan it. You'll be able to scan it, and then you can save it in your Word document. That shouldn't be any problem at all. But yes, they do come through. Like I was saying earlier, you can use the mouse to scan. You know, the end. I'm trying to figure out how I don't remember that saying. That the end's the limit. There's no limit to what it is that you can scan when you're using the mouse. So yes. Hey Janie, how are you doing? Oh, Janie just chimed in and said she was sorry that she's a little late. Don't worry about it. I'm glad that you're here. Yes, and if you are watching this video, whether you're watching it live now or you're watching it later, if you've just come in now, you know you can always go back to the very beginning and watch it because it is saved on my channel. That's no problem. Janie, real quick, so you can see, this is the Z-Scan. This is what we're talking about and the different things that you can do with it. I had another question that came up over here on Facebook live feed wanting to know if it is compatible with Mac, and yes it is. And with that being said, I do remember when I was loading it up, because I haven't had this question yet, but I want to go on ahead and address it real quick. In case you have a computer now, because most of us that have, depending on what type of computers we have, we don't always have the drive any longer, the CD drive in our computers. So there is, when you're reading through the instruction book, it does give you a website that you can go to where you will download what's on here. You can download it onto your computer. So if you don't have the drive, don't worry about it. You'll still have the opportunity and the ability to download it, the program, so you're able to use your mouse without any problem at all whatsoever. Okay, so do we have any more questions? Because we have been at this now for almost, well, it looks like on my clock here it's 27 minutes. And I don't know if you guys have any questions. And again, it takes me a minute to upload all of this and make it all available, so I usually try and leave the live feed going on, leave the live feed up to where I can actually text messages and answer some of your questions. Of course, the camera won't be on, but I will be able to see your messages and the questions that you guys have in reference to using the mouse, or any questions that you have about the Family History Hound, about Ellen and her shop that she has. So if there aren't any more questions, you guys, please, thank you guys so much for watching again this evening. I appreciate it. And those of you that are new, thank you for coming and checking it out. And know that this is day 9 of the 12 days of research giveaway that I'm so happy I'm able to do with you guys. And to register for tonight's giveaway, the link is down below. All you have to do is click on the link below, and it will take you to the ticket to where you fill out all of the information. The only requirement is that you subscribe to the ARodesky Genealogy e-newsletter to increase your chances to win this tonight. There are some additional options that you have. For instance, if you give me a thumbs up, or if you click the share button and share it with others, share the video, then that increases your chances, and your name is put into the, I guess you say put into the pot or put into the hat a couple extra times. Along with subscribing to my channel, that gives you some extra. So there are a lot of different ways you can increase your chances to register and win. And do know that all of the winners are going to be, all of the winners are going to be announced on December 13th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live here on the channel. And you don't, if you want to register for all 12, you can register for all 12. You're not limited. So please, if you guys haven't registered and you want to see what some of the other giveaways are, like I've said earlier, that just like this video, all of the others are all saved on my channel. And please go on ahead, take a view. I will get through this. I promise I'll get through this. Go on ahead and go back, take a look, and let me know what you think. So, again, links down below to her website and to her pages and her shop. And please go pay her a visit. Take a look what she has. Links to my social media are also down below, along with the link to my website. And tonight's question at the end of the video now is going to be, what is the most frequently seen language in your research? So you've been doing some of your family research, or whether you're watching and you're not a genealogist or a family historian or someone who does research, maybe you're looking at this for, this would make a great gift for someone who's in college, who's taken a foreign language in college also, by the way. So what is the most frequent foreign language you see in any of the work that you do that you're hoping to be able to scan and get a translation on? So again, thank you guys for watching, and leave your comments down below, and I will see you again tomorrow night, same time, same location, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on ARodesky Genealogy. And thanks guys for watching.